Hi everyone, I'm here to report the three parts of our topics. My report is about implementation of FPA, Aid Me More or the Memorandum, and the last is All Out War. First, the implementation of FPA. The government failed to fully implement FPA in its substantive provisions as far as MNLF or OIC are concerned. At the same time, the negotiations with MILF broke down and led to renewed fighting between government troops, and this tone the MILF carried on the Moro armed struggle when the MNLF decided to stop fighting after they signed the FPE and its chairman became the ERMM regional governor and concurrent SPC-PD chairman. On the other hand, Joseph Ejercito Estrada was elected president in 1998 with the support of MILF and many Islamic organizations because he signed an agreement with Umma Party of Lanao del Sur. And it is the picture I provided a photo on the FPA, which is they raise the peace. Okay, next. And to pursue peace and development and appoint a Muslim to the cabinet, and after high positions, he also announced that he would establish a Malacanang in the south as well as implement the peace process of the FPA. On August of 1998, the GRP and MILF signed an entertain agreement to continue the negotiations started with the GRP under President Ramos. There was a lot of goodwill because the new AFP Chief of Staff General Nazareno was even endorsed by MILF and supposed President Estrada on the week of the elections. The President knew this. Presidential Advisor for Flagship Projects, Robert Aventajado, even brought the reply of the President to Camp Abubakar and not with his chairman Hasim Salamat. He later became a frequent visitor and gave socio-economic projects and infrastructure projects to MILF as confidence-building measures and entered into an agreement making the area a zone of peace. The GRP also entered into agreement with MILF acknowledged the major camps of the MILF, and this was under President Estrada and not under President Ramos. So in this case, we observe that they find a way to have to raise the peace on their place. So the other cabinet must find a way to reunite or unite each other. Okay, and the purpose of this peace agreement is to outline the conditions for permanent resolutions of hostilities between two warring parties to this end. Peace treaty provisions tend to address common issues. In order to implement this peace agreement, the cooperation must be here and must be embraced, because in that way everyone must understood each other. Next is the Aid Me More, or it is called a memorandum. The government continued the negotiations for peace, and they were already set to negotiate on the substantive issues with the MILF. Again, GRP has opted for the peace with a mandate to the negotiating panel, or it is called GRP to talk peace with the MILF peace panel with Ghazali Zafar as acting chairman signed an aid memo in Cotabato City. The two sides agreed among others on the following. There are 7 that they agreed on this following. First is that the GRP shall prepare a paper in the proposed political package which shall be presented to the MILF as soon as possible, possibly within 72 hours from the date of this meeting on or before April 30, 2000. Second is that there was a need to work towards normalization of the situation in Mindanao, specifically Central Mindanao, for the sake of the people and the peace process. The third is that there was a need to pursue the ongoing peace process between the GRP and MILF in order to achieve stability and development in Mindanao. Fourth is that Philippine National Police or the PNP shall take over in ensuring security and law and order and the Narciso Ramos Highway. Fifth is that the GRP or the EFP troops and MILF units remain in their current positions. Six is that towards diffusing current tensions in the vicinity of Camp Abubakar, the CCCH shall delineate the limits or perimeter of the said camp, in line with the letter and the spirit of agreement on the general cessations of hostilities. And last, which is not seventh, is that police and military actions and administrative activities shall continue to be undertaken by the GRP throughout Mindanao, with continuing coordination between the GRP and MILF forces to avoid confrontational situations on the ground. These seven following is the way to their process must be done correctly or effectively raising peace through this memorandum. Next is, let's proceed to all-out war. All-out war content less than 24 hours after the said aid memoir was signed. Aid memoir is known as a memorandum. Government troop launched a series of assaults on MILF positions along the Ramos Highway. The MILF countered by attacking other areas in Lanao del Norte, Lanao del Sur, and Central Mindanao. The peace talks naturally stopped due to the sudden attack by the military. They claimed that they had to take the said highway from MILF in the interest of national security. This, of course, is disputed because the MILF had already agreed to pull back and allow the PNP to police the highway. There was absolutely no justification for the military sneak attacks. The PNP in this one has a good role obligations to police the highway or to secure the highway in order that everyone must be in safe and there's no illegal activities happen, and the war happens must be minimized in order to have peace in everyone's safety. And that's all. Thank you.